Hey y'all, so there's a lot to do today. I'm going to do a story time as well as show you how to get these cute fall nails. Let's get started. Alrighty, so I've already done all the prep work for the nails. They already have their base coat and all that. I'm going to be using this orange from Beetles. It's like the color of pumpkin spice, almost perfectly, so I just thought it would look great for fall nails. So I've actually already told this story, at least the shortened version, on my TikTok. Y'all are going to get the long version on my YouTube. So if you have subscribed, here you go. Now a little backstory. Miss W was a teacher at my horrible Cosmo school, and her name does start with a W. So if you have a Cosmo teacher that's name starts with a W, ugh, I'm sorry if it's her. I'm real sorry. Now, I let her help me with this color job because, well, she basically took over. But I didn't know. Nobody warned me about how awful she is at color. And I say is because if you haven't improved within the last 40 years of doing it, honey, I don't think it's going to happen. I just think you should let it go. Anyway, this client was already tricky as it is because she had been dyeing her hair different colors for years, and she didn't care. Box dye, black hair dye, oh my gosh, the worst hair dye ever. uh, just everything, green, red, blue. There was a lot to get through, and I actually had it at a decent light shade because if I remember correctly, she was going for a nice light blonde, which is very hard when you have what is that, black box dye in your hair. Let's say she had extremely dark hair and I got her up to Beyonce color. Let's say that, like that nice sandy blonde color, which is incredible. I thought it was amazing. You know, I don't really do color, and I was able to do that for her. It was great. Then W came. W started spewing all of this BS about how, oh, just throw a toner on it. It's going to make it lighter. It's going to give her an ashier effect. She wants to be a level 10. We could do that today. What are you doing? There was no way that girl was going to get to a level 10 in one sitting. That is hard for anybody to do. But it didn't matter to W. W basically pushed me aside, told me to rinse whatever she put on this poor girl's head, something on her head, and I did what I was supposed to do because I was dumb and naive. I didn't know what I was doing because I was a baby stylist, like an infant still. So I didn't know. For those two accent nails you saw I had gold on, it's gold leaf. You can get that anywhere, especially on Amazon. I got this on Amazon. You just Google gold leaf and you'll find it on Amazon super cheap. But I'm going to make two accent nails gold leaf. Now here's the thing. I don't like tacky layers on any of my polishes, but with gold leaf it's perfect because it just sticks to anything. It's so flaky and fragile, and it'll flatten right out if you do it right. I do use my fingers on this just because that's the best way to apply them. I use the tweezers too, whatever gets the job done. But you want to make sure it is flat. You do not want little gold flakes in your top coat. It's the most annoying thing in the world to have little pieces of gold in your top coat. So make sure it's nice and flat, especially if it's like on top of the polish. Alrighty, back to the story. So this girl, I still don't know what she put on this poor child's head. It sat on her head for a good, I don't even know, 25, it was a long time, 25 to 30-ish minutes, something like that. And I kept asking, is it supposed to be turning this color? Are you sure this is what's supposed to be happening? Why is it happening? And, W, well, you don't know, I'm going to tell you. W's famous line was just leave me alone, let it happen, it's fine. It was not fine. This poor girl, I took her to the bowl and I started rinsing her hair off. You guys, I was petrified. There was no hiding it. This girl's hair was green. It was green, green, green. Oh, it was like swamp green. And at first I thought, well, maybe it just needs wash more. Maybe I need to use a blue shampoo. No, nothing was helping this hair. I felt horrible. I didn't even want her to see it because it was such a decent blonde that you could walk out and nobody would say anything. But now it just looks like someone threw pond scum on her forehead. Ugh, it was just a horrible day. Now, when you're top coating your gold leaf, you want to be pretty light with your touch. You don't want to pick up that gold and get it in your top coat. It's horrible when that happens because you got to pick out gold out of your clear top coat. But if you're light with it and you just kind of glaze the top, you should totally be fine. I'm not even gonna lie. Once I saw what her hair looked like, I went and grabbed W to show her before I showed the client because that's what you're supposed to do is show your work as you go. At least I thought so. But when she went to the bowl, of course, I should have just expected it. She just shrugged her shoulders and was like, well, bring her back and we'll talk. I'm telling you, once I gave this girl the mirror, you could see her fighting back tears. I was so, so sad for her. And it wasn't even my fault. I wanted to send her home as she was. And here comes W making this poor girl's hair green. And the kicker was, on top of it all, W tried to blame it on the girl, saying that she shouldn't have dyed her hair with unprofessional colors and L'Oreal and all the other like box dyes out there. But as I feel like as professional, your job is not to make them feel worse, especially when something bad happens. That's just bad practice. I mean, yes, it was bad that she used black box dye, but as a customer, you don't know. You don't know that it's wrong until someone tells you. So I just thought that was really wrong of her to do. Alright, we're going to switch back to the nails just for a second. This is the Beatles Rhinestone Gel Glue. I prefer to use a gel glue over a glue that'll dry with the air just because I like to play with my stones and set down a few before my glue dries. And if you use a gel glue, you have all the time in the world. But with a normal nail glue, it's gonna, or normal jewel nail glue, yeah, that's long, but you know what I mean. It just dries faster and you can't control it as much. So, personal preference, I just like this, and I take forever to put my stones down, as you will see. If you continue to follow me, I speed up those sections very much so. Here I'm just taking some caviar beads. I feel like it just finishes off the set a little better than just straight up gems. It gives it like a kind of like a jewelry feel. It's not just jewels then. Also, if you're going to use caviar beads, I love them, but you really should clear coat them. They are made out of metal, so you do run the risk of them losing their color and or rusting if you don't at least put a clear coat on top of them. So just a little tip right there. Alrighty, back to the story. So this girl was just a sweetheart. She could tell how horrible I felt. I was on the brink of tears too, just because I knew that we were at a place where we could be okay. Both of us be good with the color. And I had someone else, a third party, come in and just destroy all of our work and just ruin her hair. I just felt awful. And she could tell she was so sweet. She tried to make me feel better. You don't find those types of clients anywhere. She was trying to tell me that it was okay, that we could fix it later, and all this other stuff. Just a total sweetheart. Poor thing. People like W really do give all stylists a bad name. She just didn't care. She didn't care that this poor girl's hair was destroyed because of whatever she put on it. In fact, she tried to make this girl pay for whatever she put on her head. This lady never asked for it. She never wanted anything else on her head. She wanted to check out and be done with it. And then W tried to charge her for her screw up because she used product. Again, that was never asked for. Alrighty, now I'm done beading. Took me forever. I did go off camera just to finish it because I'm blind. I need glasses. I just never wear them. So I have my nails up to my face usually. Now I got a little messy with my glue. You can see the shiny bits. This is supposed to be matte. So I'm just going to carefully go around with the matte top coat again, just to make sure everything is matted out and there's no shiny bits, because that doesn't look good if it's supposed to be matte. I do end up matting the bottom of this, but I change my mind at the end and go with a different style. But this set is cute too. You could totally rock this and be fine with it. I just decided to play with the idea of making the bottom a little different. So in the end, that poor girl did not pay for that extra. I wouldn't let her. It's because it wasn't her fault and she never asked for it. So why should she pay for it? That would make no sense. But I did get grief about that from W, which I don't know why. She was always trying to upcharge people. In fact, she did. Actually, I should tell y'all how the demise of W finally happened, because it took forever, and I graduated by that time. I didn't get to see it in person, but there was cake for the students that had to endure her longer than I did. Here you see me adding that little bit of detail that I wanted at the end. Again, you could have left the set how it was. This is just something I decided to do to spice it up a little bit more, even though it really didn't need it. But I do like to make extra nails. I wish more people would order more extra blingy nails, but I get it. Lots of people don't like that. They can't wear it all day, or they think it'll get snagged in their hair. But it really doesn't. As long as whoever did it right, it really shouldn't bother your daily life. So keep that in mind if you ever want a blingy set. Also, needless to say, I never saw that girl again. I don't know how her hair turned out at the end. I don't know if she got it fixed. I'm sure she did. I'm just really upset that she definitely would have came back if it wasn't for W. And I really do wish W cared more. Like, you can really tell those teachers that are there because they want to be, and the ones that are there for their paycheck. And W is definitely there for her paycheck and also to get a little extra on the side. Alright, and here I'm just clear topping that gold leaf as well as the caviar beads here. I'm telling y'all, please, please don't forget to clear top coat the caviar beads. You will thank me later when you don't have rusty nails. Now, the diamonds do not clear cap them. I've already said that. I'll keep saying it. If you just absolutely have to do it, do it. But your diamonds will not look the same. They will not have the same shine. And I personally just don't think it's worth it. If you like to clear coat your gems and whatever else, go ahead. I just won't be joining you. And that is it for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed this story time and this little tutorial. I hope to see you in the next video, and if you have any video ideas, let me know. Bye!